Unlocking levels, unlocking levels, unlocking levels. Hosted by Seal the Source. Tap in.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Seal the Source, back with another episode of Unlocking Levels. Thank you once again for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Hope all is well. And today, I'm really just coming off the top of the dome like I tend to do from time to time. No real structure with this episode. It's really just coming from the heart, coming from the spirit. I'm going to provide a lot of updates on what's been going on in my life recently and some of the realizations and breakthroughs I've been having. And it's been quite amazing, to say the least. You know, it's definitely been uncomfortable at times, challenging. But I will say that there has been a ton of growth through the experiences that I've kind of welcomed and invited in my life. You know, living in Hawaii, I talk about it quite a bit, has been a really cool experience so far. I think to this day, it's been one of the best decisions I made for myself. Just getting out there and giving myself the space, the time, the freedom to do what I want for myself, to allow myself to grow and expand and flourish in many different ways, right? But that's not to say that this shit is easy. I'm coming out here basically with a very limited familiarity of the way things go out here. You know what I'm saying? I've come out here so many times in the past on vacation and enjoyed the sights, and I've been coming out here since I was a kid. So, you know, you would think that like, oh, I know this place and it would be a pretty easy, smooth transition. And I would say, yeah, so far it's been a very, very smooth transition. But that's not to say that there hasn't been ups and downs, that there haven't been any difficulties, that there haven't been any challenges. Nah, hell no. I think that just because you move somewhere, especially to an ideal place where people kind of associate the place with a paradise or a vacation destination, that it's supposed to be easy. Oh, you got the good life now. And I would say this. I would say that in many ways, yes, it is. There's like so many facets to living out here that I just love. I absolutely love. But at the same time, when you move somewhere, it's completely different from vacation. Yes, I have access to all these different beautiful places, which I take advantage of. If you follow me online, you see I'm quite active out here. I'm hiking, going to the beaches, trying out different restaurants. I have yet to go to a concert out here, but I plan on doing that at some point. I'm meeting people, you know what I'm saying? Really just checking out some hidden gems and learning a lot about the culture. But going back to what I'm talking about, I think that the difference is when you live somewhere, it's not all fun and games. So you're not going to run away from your problems. Your problems are going to be right there. The same issues, the same challenges that you were dealing with back home. And I wasn't trying to run away from any problems. I think for myself, I made up my mind and I decided Hawaii would be the best place for me to figure things out, to flourish, to find my way, to find clarity, to expand myself. And I would say so far so good. I have been out here for almost 8 months now, probably right around 8 months. And that's a trip in its own to say that I've been here for that long. But I think that I've learned a lot. I've grown in so many different ways through my experiences. Just the space and the separation that I've had from everything that I know and love back home, and just kind of like having that familiar comfort zone, I think has put me in a place where I have to figure things out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have to really figure things out basically on my own. Yes, I have a really good support system out here too that I rely a fair amount on, for sure, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very grateful for all the blessings I have. But a lot of shit I go through out here is solo dolo, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I prefer it that way because, man, I'm learning so much. I really am. I get a lot of time to myself, which is great. And most recently, I left the job that I was at. It was a comfortable position. I was making decent money. You know, it allowed me the flexibility to work on everything I got working on. I was maintaining a very healthy lifestyle and things of that nature, but it reached a point where I was like, I gotta go. I think I'm done here. I got my reasons, but ultimately I had to sit with myself and make a decision to say, do I want to continue staying in this position, or am I going to make another leap? And I made the leap. I decided I was going to leave the job. I put my 2 weeks in. I didn't really have like another thing backed up, like a backup plan in terms of, you know, finding another position somewhere else, or, you know, I think the biggest thing that I thought to myself was that I was going to give myself time and just go 100% completely all in on myself, which I did. You know, I went full force in creating more content at that point, spending time to myself and really trying to seek answers, or let the answers come to me in those moments and spaces where I had to myself. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, I faced a lot of clarity in those moments. You know, it seems like the clouds parted and I was able to see things a lot more clearly. And I came to the realization that in my personal life, I was dancing around some adversity that I knew I was inevitably at some point going to be met with. You know what I'm saying? And I was putting it off, and you know, I was ducking and dodging and making every excuse in the book, and, you know, basically just trying to dodge my responsibility. And I'm going to be fully transparent. I'll just put it out there and tell y'all what it is. I came out here to Hawaii for myself, for sure, but there was a big part of me that came out here to want to help my uncle with his restaurant. And, you know, I wasn't helping with the restaurant. And again, I have my reasons, but I'm not going to bore y'all with the details about that. The fact of the matter is, I was dodging working over there. And it ultimately, right now, as it stands, I am actually employed by the restaurant. I'm helping them out. I'm all in. I'm fully immersed in the culture, and I'm doing everything in my power to help make this thing stable and successful. And so far so good. But I was dodging it, and I wouldn't admit that. I think in my own way, I was trying to justify why I wasn't on board. And I would say that I was protecting my peace and yada, yada, yada. And I just didn't want to be there to deal with that shit. But, man, what ended up happening was when I left the job that I was at, I already had a couple other jobs lined up. And they took hella long to get back to me. I'm not going to lie. They basically offered me the position, said that I was, you know, good to go. And it just took too long. And I did my follow-ups and everything like that. I was pretty set on not going to the restaurant and working with my uncle for my own reasons. I'm not gonna, spill the beans too much there. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't want to do it, and it wasn't something that I was ready for. And these two jobs were taking hella long. I'm not gonna lie. And ultimately, that time and that space when I was in between jobs gave me some extra time to myself to really assess my situation, to truly assess it. And I came to the conclusion, man, I was dodging that adversity. I saw a very stressful situation where I've been in before, in relation to working at restaurants and in the hospitality industry and things of that nature. And I remember myself really just getting caught up in the whirlwind and the pressures and all of the different challenging situations that come along with working at a restaurant. The fast-paced environment, just the busyness, the craziness, the chaos, all of that. And I think I ultimately was like, damn, bro, I realized how much I was just dodging what I was supposed to be doing. How many of us do that? You know what I'm saying? We put off what we know we should be doing. And I knew I should be helping my uncle out. I knew it. But I put that thought in the furthest corner of my mind because I had made up my mind. I had thought that I was making the right decision to protect my peace and to basically dodge my responsibility and dodge my calling. You know what I'm saying? And I think you can make the argument that protecting your peace is not wrong. And I do believe in that. But at the same time, if you're dodging your responsibility, if you're dodging what your calling is and your purpose is, and you're dodging adversity, and you're just trying to make a cushy, comfortable, secure lifestyle for you, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But for myself personally, I just realized like that wasn't for me. I have much bigger aspirations. I have bigger visions, dreams, lofty goals, and I'm trying to see these things through. And it's not always going to be easy road. It's not always going to be a straight line forward. Sometimes you got to go through that brick wall. Sometimes you got to go through that fire, through that adversity, and meet that adversity head on. And then once you get past that, you get to the prize. And Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, would say that the journey is the dream. Just going through that is the dream. And I think that Ryan Holiday, who is a author of several different books, and he a specialist in the ancient Greek philosophy of Stoicism. He's somebody that I look to a lot for a lot of different advice, a lot of different wisdom. He wrote a book recently that I read, and it's one of my favorite books. It's just really, really great. I mean, the title on its own is one that already captured my attention, and it says the obstacle is the way. Simply put, the obstacle is the way. You got to go through adversity to meet the highest version of yourself. You got to go through adversity to win the prize. You got to go through adversity to become successful. It's not just going to be given to you. You can't keep dodging. You can't keep sidestepping shit. And I realized that's what I was doing. I was just fucking sidestepping that shit and dancing around this shit. And I knew that was the way. And I, taking it back to me moving on from that last job I was at, I realized, yo, man, these other two jobs ain't getting back to me. I had extra time to myself, and I ultimately came up to the answer. I said, you know what, bro, you bullshitting. Everything is telling you you need to go help your family out. What you doing? Why are you sidestepping? And again, I'll tell y'all, I had my reasons. And I was sold on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I convinced myself, like, yo, don't do it, bro. Like, you ain't got to do it, blah, blah, blah. I had my own reasons. But I say, you know what, man? When I had the time to myself, I realized, bro, this is the way, man. You got to go through that adversity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through the fire, man. And I've done it before in my life so many different times. Why the fuck I'm acting scared about that shit right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. Like, just go handle your business. So right now I'm all in. I'm working at my uncle's restaurant. Taking on a lot of responsibilities. It's very early in my time over there so far, but I'm doing the best that I can. Basically coming in with a blank slate and really just taking on whatever comes my way and really trying to attack everything from that place of love that I talk about a lot. Really just come from it from an uplifting type of spirit, optimistic spirit, and taking my experiences as well as my openness and willingness to learn and just adapt myself. And I've come to the realization too that as much as I'm going to be given to this place by helping it, I'm also going to be getting a lot out of it because I'm going to be learning a whole lot more. I've been trusted with the responsibility of handling the social media portion of the restaurant and the marketing and, the promotional side of things. And I'm sure at some point I'll start assuming more responsibilities, but I'm just going to keep learning. I'm going to keep learning and applying what I learn and doing what I can to make this thing a better place. And so far, so good. The place is doing well. It could always be doing better for sure. But again, my time is very short so far with the restaurant. So I definitely do envision it to be in a much better place. And I firmly believe that the work that we put in as a group can get it there, and it will get it there. But all we can do is take it one day at a time. And I keep telling myself, focus on one thing at a time. Focus on one day at a time. Control what you can control. Be the sound person in everything. You know what I'm saying? Really just try to be as calm as possible, as steadfast as possible. And I think that is only going to help the situation. And only time will tell. The future will tell all. And the best way for me to predict the future is to create it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking it in my hands and basically just deciding, okay, this is the way, and I'm going to go. That adversity over there ain't going to stop me, And, man, so far I've been learning a lot. I will be real with you. My body's tired. I haven't had like a physical job like this in a while where I'm just constantly moving around and thinking on the fly and figuring things out and dealing with, pressure situations and timing of everything. But man, they say pressure makes diamonds, baby. So I'm in it. I'm in it all the way through. And the great thing about it is I'm in there with my family. And I think that the people who got rocking with us that are on the staff are really good people, and I'm going to do my very best to support everybody, to be there for everybody, to be a leader, to be somebody that brings a professional attitude, a positive vibe, and whatever other positive qualities and attributes that I can bring to the table. I'm going to be the glue guy that's going to just try to get in where I fit in and help the situation as much as I can, as well as learn as much as I can and listen to people as much as I can, and bring my own ideas. So, ultimately when making this decision, I told y'all the story of how it happened, but I kind of left out one key component to how I ultimately arrived at this decision. It was one day where I came in to help out the restaurant a little bit. They had an event. We were doing a wedding, and we were doing the catering for a wedding, and I came in to help out, and I realized, like, dude, I believe this is where I gotta be. That was where the thought first formulated in my mind. Well, not first formulated in my mind, but more recently, it formulated in my mind. I was like, this is where I gotta be. So the following days after that, I really had some time to think, and I did some deep meditation on it. I'm not gonna lie, some very deep meditation on it. I sat with the idea of joining the team, and after I did my meditation, I sat with my journal and I wrote out a pros and cons list. And this is a life hack. If you ain't using this as a life hack to help you make better decisions, I suggest you do so, because it's helped me a lot. And I basically sat there and I listed out all the pros and all the cons. And what ended up happening was there was way more pros than there was cons. And I sat with that for a little bit, and I ultimately said, you know what? Let's do it. The very next day, I sat with my uncle, told him I wanted to join him. And he was so thankful, and I'll be honest, I couldn't be happier about being over here. I mean, again, it's really early and I am tired, and my body's definitely feeling it, but at the same time, the sense of fulfillment I'm getting here has been very, very high. And I think that going forward, it's just going to keep getting better and better. Are we going to have our down days? Are we going to have our dog days? Yeah, absolutely. Are we going to have challenges and struggles? as we figure things out, absolutely, that's all part of it. But I think what happened was when you make up your mind to do something, nobody can stop you. And I made up my mind. I made up my mind that this was the way. I had to go through this adversity. I got to go through it. I can't keep sidestepping this shit. I can't keep dodging. You know what I'm saying? I really got to go through this shit. I got to let it mold me. I got to let it make me stronger, make me sharper, make me stronger, better, all that. You know what I'm saying? Make me just the most, I don't know, the best version of myself. Because you learn so much more going through that shit than you do just kind of going through comfortable situations. You know what I'm saying? And I think I allowed myself to kind of get lulled to sleep a little bit. And I was comfortable at the job. I'm not going to lie to you. I was comfortable. It was very flexible with what I got going on. But at the same time, it made me lazy. I'm not going to lie to you. Because as good as I felt like I was doing and I am doing, I always knew I could be doing more. And also, I realized if I'm going to be working for somebody else's company and working my butt off and bringing in all this money and putting myself in challenging and stressful situations, why the fuck wouldn't I just do that for my family business? You know what I'm saying? And again, I got my reasons. I'm not going to tell y'all some of the things that happened in between then, you know, because when I first got here, I had planned to immediately jump on board. But some shit happened, you know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. But ultimately, I have arrived at a place where I said, this is the way, man. The obstacle is the way. And so far, the decision has been great. And I think that going forward with anything I do, that's the approach that I gotta have. You know, when I'm fearful about something, man, that should be an indicator of, hey, march forward. Don't shrink. Go. You know, attack fear head on. Attack adversity head on. And that's the way, you know. And it's a powerful realization. For me, it's a breakthrough because now I know that I'm not going to waste no time when I go straight for it. You know what I'm saying? There's no wasted movements, wasted motions. It's just you making a beeline towards your destination. And for me, I know what direction I'm going in. You know, not that I didn't always know, like, because I think I had a general idea, but it's becoming more and more clear. And I do believe that, I firmly believe this, that no good deed goes unnoticed. Even if you don't get the recognition for it or you don't get rewarded for it right then and there, everything basically is going towards the same, but in the same bucket. And what I mean by that, I mean that when you do something good, it's all being accounted for by the universe. And not to sound woo-woo and, you know, spiritual about this shit, but it's true. I really believe it's like karma, right? Like you do good, you're gonna get rewarded. And I'm always gonna choose to do good. I'm always gonna choose to come from that place of love. Am I gonna make mistakes? Yes, but mistakes are part of the process. Mistakes is where you learn. Mistakes is where you pick yourself up and you dust yourself off and you grow. Those challenges are what mold you. You know, you learn so much more from failure than you do from success. And, you know, failure only really means that you're trying and you're doing something different. And this is the road that I've chosen. So why would I sidestep my duty and my responsibility? You know, like I could dance around it for only so long before I realized to myself, yo, bro, you bullshitting. And that's what happened. I realized I was bullshitting. And fuck it, man. I'm here now. And yeah, man, it's been a really cool realization, that kind of experience, because like I mentioned earlier, I do have a sense of fulfillment that is really immeasurable at this point. You know, I'm putting in long hours while working and also after work. but I'm treating it like my own, because it is. It's my family's business. You know what I'm saying? And they win, I win. I win, they win. That's my family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do everything that I can to really, really get this place to where I envision it to be. And Lord willing, and then with enough time, we'll get it there. We'll get it there. We're gonna go through a lot of bumps and bruises along the way, and that's for sure. But at the same time, I'm ready for it. Bring that shit on, because I know on the other side of that is a reward better than I can even imagine. So I'm gonna just keep going with my shit. Y'all see me, and I do apologize and thanks for y'all patience, because I haven't really put out as much content consistently as much as I kind of was doing, just about a month ago, 2 months ago, dropping an episode once per week. I just dropped my first vlog episode recently. I am posting YouTube shorts quite often, as well as Instagram reels, but I did kind of take a little bit of I wouldn't even say a break, because I've been working, but I did kind of put it off to the side. So thank you for your patience. If you're still rocking with the boy, I fuck with you heavy, for real. Appreciate y'all, for real. And I'm gonna do my best. It's my vow, my commitment, the same way I vowed and committed to the people that I work with at my uncle's restaurant. I vow to make this thing better. I vow to make this the best thing that it can be. And I'm always going to come from that genuine place of love, in a spirit of servitude towards other people, and just trying to make the world a better place. And ultimately, I just want to meet the highest version of myself, meet the best version of myself each and every day. And I'm trusting the process more and more every single day. The amount of clarity I have is it's so clear in my mind of which direction I need to go in and what I need to do for myself. And I just got to keep trusting it, man. And I know that it's only going to keep getting better and better and better and better and better and better, for sure. So with that being said, that's what I got for y'all today, man. Thank y'all for hearing me just talk whatever I got on my mind, speak my mind, and just share what I got on my heart. And I appreciate y'all supporting me, for real. I'm gonna definitely be back with a lot more structure and an episode that really kind of gets into some topics that I want to talk about, and just send. And I also have some more guests coming on here too, because I got to keep my mouthpiece sharp. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while, which is why I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. When I first sat down to record tonight, I had to delete. I did like 3 or 4 outtakes. I'm not gonna lie, because it's been a while since I got on this microphone, so I could feel that I wasn't as sharp as I typically am, or I think as I like to think that I am. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get the wheels rolling again, for sure. Definitely stabilizing my schedule and my routine a whole lot more, especially with these new endeavors I got going on. But there's a lot of good things going on, a lot of great things going on over here on the Unlocking Level side and the Free Matrix side. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage y'all to just keep going whatever you're doing. Hopefully you got some inspiration out of this episode, and it's always big love on this side, y'all. Peace.